Hello everyone, very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss kinetics of second order reaction. As you know, from last 2-3 lectures we are discussing about the kinetics of zero order reaction, kinetics of first order reaction we discussed already. So in that fashion, today we are going to discuss kinetics of second order reaction. It means what? In second order reaction, what we are going to discuss? Like first we are going to see integrated rate law expression for second order reaction, rate constant for second order reaction. Then after that we are going to study characteristics of the second order reaction, that is nothing but we have to see the units of second order reaction, that is nothing but the K2. Graphical representation means what? How is the nature of graph for second order reaction? And finally we are going to see half-life period of second order reaction. So in the same fashion as we studied in the previous lecture, zero order and zero order reaction, first order reaction, likewise we are going to see all the things for second order reaction. Okay, now here in case of second order reaction, as we know, if you consider the second order reaction, there is second order reaction can be represented, if you consider, in a two ways. Means a single reactant molecules can follow the second order reaction, that is one thing. In second possibility, two reactant molecules, okay, sorry, two reactive molecules like A and B can also follow the second order reaction. Okay, here I will write how they follows. First of all, we understand how the single reactant molecules follow the second order reaction and how the two reactant molecules follows the second order reaction. Means, for example, if you see the example, that I hope you will easily get the idea, because from last lecture we are studying all these things of chemical kinetics, what is the reaction, how the rate can be written. So for example, here a single reactive molecules involved in a second order reaction. Suppose here it is A is the reacting molecules, it gives the product. In case of second order reaction, if, as we know, if rate is written, when we're writing the rate, decreasing the concentration of A divided by time, mean with respect to time, or equal to rate constant depends on the concentration of reactive molecule. If you write the concentration of A, what will be the power? Will be their power of concentration. Here 1 is there, therefore it involved in the rate equation, it comes as the power of 1. So in case of second order, if 2 moles of reactive molecule A involved into the product, so here we can write the rate equal to minus dA upon dt is equal to, this is the rate constant, depends on the concentration of reactive molecule as we according to the rate law. Now here what will be the power it comes? Power it comes 2. As you know, we already seen some examples. Here it is, this power stoichiometric amount should be comes into this power of the concentration. But here you have to keep it to be remember, stoichiometric amount is always not related to the concentration of the power, but in case of finding the order of a reaction, the theoretical stoichiometric amount is directly not related to the order of a reaction. But where it have to be related, whenever if that such a reactive molecules involved in the rate equation, then that in a rate equation what will be the power, that will becomes the order. So here the total concentration of A, which is measurable change, therefore this 2 moles or 2 number, the stoichiometric amounts of 2, it will comes as the power. So therefore this is the one of the condition. Here we can say order, it becomes the 2. This is a one way. In another way, if 2 reactive molecules are taken, for example, A is the reactive molecule plus A is the reactive molecule plus B is also the reactive molecules. It forms to the product. Then here we can write the rate equal to, according to the rate law or rate law, K is the rate constant, depends on concentration of A, concentration of B. Here we have to consider that A is also measurable change, B is also the measurable change. Therefore, these two concentrations are involved in the rate equations. So with this we can say now what will be the order here. Order we can find here. What is the power? Power is nothing but means here it is a 1. Here power is the 1. 1 plus 1. Okay. 1 plus 1. What you will get? You will get the order 2. Here also you will get the order 2 as we seen. Order is also the 2. Because here the power of concentration is the 2. Here power of concentration is also 2. Means one reactant having the power 1, one reactant having the power 1, 1 plus 1 you will get the 2. So what I want to say here, the second order reaction, it can follows in a two way. A single reactive molecules can also follow the second order reaction, and two reactive molecules can also follow the second order reaction. This we have to understand. So today in this lecture we are going to discuss kinetics of second order reaction of single reactive molecules involved into the product. Okay, can I start now? Okay. I hope you understand. Now consider a general reaction. Consider a second order reaction. Directly we are saying a second order reaction. I hope you understand. A second order reaction involving single reactant molecules. This is very important. Involving single reactant molecule. Means what? A is the single reactant molecule, so it involved into the product, it follows the second order reaction. It follows the second order reaction. Now this we are going to discuss today. Okay. Now we can write the rate of this reaction. Here I will directly write according to the rate law. Rate equal to minus dA upon dt. This is differential form, is equal to K. Concentration of depends on the A. Now what is the power? Here the power becomes the 2. I hope you very clearly understand now. So this is nothing but, so here we can write simply, therefore minus dA upon dt is equal to K. So can I write as the K? This is nothing but what? Rate constant. This K can I represent as K2. This K2 is nothing but the second order reaction. This K2 is nothing but the rate constant for second order reaction. Here write this as it is the concentration. So can I rearrange this? Because we are going to be integrate now. Here small change in the concentration with respect to the concentration, T becomes take to the right hand side. Therefore minus dA upon A square is equal to K2 dt. Say as the equation number 1. This equation is very important. How I write? Very simple. This is the reaction. A reactive molecules convert into the products. It follows the second order reaction involving a single reactive molecules. Rate can be write rate equal to minus dA upon dt. With respect to the differential form is equal to K2 concentration of A. This is with respect to the rate law. So directly, so can I write as minus dA upon dt is equal to K2 concentration of A. The power becomes 2 because why? This total the concentration of the reactive molecules involved in the rate equation. Therefore this power becomes 2. Now here minus, what I did here, only the parameters, functions, concentration with respect to the concentration is taken. Here K2 with respect to time is taken. Therefore just I rearrange this above equation. Minus dA upon A square is equal to K2 upon d2. Okay. So we have to write here. What we have to consider here, very important here, A is the concentration of A. A is what? Reactive molecules at time t. At time t. And K2, what is K2? K2 is the rate constant, second order rate constant. Second order rate constant. as I told you, which we are going to be discuss. Find rate constant of second order as well as units of second order, nature of graph, and then finally half-life period we are going to be see. Now it is very simple. The equation now one already we written here. Now what we have to do it now? Just now the mathematical parts comes here. Differentiate the equation number 1 with respect to concentration and the limit. As we know when t equal to 0, what will happen? Concentration of A is equal to A0. This concentration initially what will happen? That will become A0, and when t equal to t means at a certain time concentration of A becomes A. Now what we have to do it now? Integrate the equation number 1. Integrate. Now we are going to integrate the equation number 1 with respect to within the limits of what? Within the limits of what we have to do it now? T equal to 0 to t and concentration of A equal to 0 to concentration of A is equal to concentration of E at time t. Means what? When time equal to 0, concentration A becomes A0. When time equal to t, the concentration becomes A. So this we are going to be integrate now. Now integrate. Very simple. Integrate. So write this equation number 1 with respect to integration. dA upon concentration of A square within the limits concentration of A0 to concentration of A is equal to, here what we have to do it now? This is the negative sign is there. Here I put negative sign here as it is equal to K2 within the limit 0 to t of dt. Okay. Now continue here. Now continue here. How I am writing? Now continue here. Now we are going to be integrate first. Negative sign taken outside for our convenience. Concentration of A 0. Concentration of A dA upon A square is equal to, here the right side, K2, K is the constant taken outside, to the integration 0 to t with respect to dt. So this is a mathematical part. Very simply, whenever there is a 1 upon A square is there, integration is taken as, for example, simply I will here what will happens? Minus will becomes, so can I write as directly 1 upon A concentration of A within the limits, here I have directly write concentration of A is equal to K2 as it is. Here integrate with respect to dt becomes the t, limit 0 to t. Now how? Here see, the negative sign is there, negative sign becomes the positive. How? It is very simple. As we know, since there is a mathematical equation is there, 1 upon x square ds with respect to if it is what will happen? Integrate, then what will happen? We have this since formula minus 1 upon x will be there. Answer is the 1 upon, if 1 upon x square if it is dx integrated, then 1 upon minus 1 upon x will be the answer. But already here the negative sign is there, therefore it means what? 1 upon x is nothing but the 1 upon a. Simply you have to understand. This is a mathematical formula for integration. I hope you understand. 1 upon x square with respect to dx if it is integrated. Especially I am telling for those students, those who have not the mathematics in the 12th standard, means from the non-mathematics, those are having the mathematics, they can easily understand, but those having the non-mathematics means they are going to be difficult to understand the mathematics of these integration formula. Very simple, nothing is there. Here in mathematics there is a formula is there, 1 upon x square dx. If it is integrated, then you will get the minus 1 upon x. Again, how it is there is a formula is there, x upon any, if it is integrated, general formula n plus 1 upon x raised to n minus 1 upon n minus 1. So likewise, there is a formula is there simply. So if we x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1, there is a simple general formula is there. If you get it the idea, then you will get this formula is there. You will get minus 1 upon x very simply. If you integrate this one, you will get the minus 1 upon x. This minus 1 upon x is nothing but the 1 upon a. minus 1 upon a we will get, but actually there is a minus sign is outside the integration, minus minus it will become the positive. So that we have to understand very simply. Okay, so now this is the what we get it 1 upon a, limits of a0 concentration. Now this will simplified, you have to subtract lower limit from the upper limit, so you will get 1 upon a minus 1 upon a0 is equal to kt, and this will become the t. Say as the equation number 2. Say as the equation number 2. Very simple. Say as the equation number 2. Okay. Now simplify again. So this equation can be rearranged. So this equation can be rearranged. 1 upon a equal to k2 plus 1 upon a0. What I did it? Just here 1 upon a0, just take it to the right side. It forms 1 upon a equal to k2t plus 1 upon a0. How this looks like equation? This equation, as you can get it very simply, this is y equal to mx plus c form. If you put on 1 upon a and y axis, this is the slope, t on x axis, and this is the intercept. So this equation is very useful. So can I write as the, sorry here, okay, this is nothing but here we can say here, say this is equation number 2. This equation is looks like very simple. It forms of y equal to mx plus c. Are you getting my point? This equal to y equal to mx plus c form. So this equation number 2 becomes useful in the finding the graphical representation, or this equation can be used for the how we can detect the nature of the graph of the second order reaction. So this can be rearranged now. Now we have this equation. Likewise I will write again 1 upon a0, 1 upon a, as it is I will take in here, because what we have to do, we have to find the rate constant equal to k2 t. So we have to find the k2, no? We have to find the rate constant. Now simplify this one. What you will get it? This is take simple LCM. Simple LCM, a0 minus a, concentration of a into concentration of a0 is equal to k2 t. So here now k2 can be written as, so this is multiplication, it comes to the divide. So can I write as a0 minus a upon t into a0. This is nothing but the rate constant. This is nothing but the rate constant. Say as the equation number 3. Say this is equation number 3. Say as the equation number 3. Very simple. What I did it, we have this equation. Now just as it is I written, when I put into right side, now take again left hand side, we have to just simplify this equation. Take simple LCM, a0 minus a divided by concentration of a into concentration of a0 equal to k2t. Now k2 equal to a0 minus a upon t into concentration of a0. This equation is nothing but the rate constant of second order reaction. So this equation can be written in terms of when, observe, when t equal to 0. So here the concentration of a0 becomes what? Let us consider the a. When t equal to t, what will happen? Concentration of a becomes a minus x. Okay, now substitute these values in the equation number 3. So we have k2 equal to, what is the a0? A0 is the a minus, this is a is nothing but the concentration of a is nothing but a minus x divided by time as it is. Now multiply a and a0. A0 it is a, right? This is a minus x. Are you getting my point? So this is just what I did. Just instead of the writing the a0, I write as a. Instead of writing the concentration of a, I write as a minus x. So now simplify this. What you will get it? Plus a minus a, this will be cancelled, minus minus you will get the plus x. X upon t into a minus x. So this can be write as very simple. So if I take as 1 upon at one side, x upon a minus x. X upon a minus x. Say as the equation number 4. This is called as the rate constant K2. Now this is the rate constant for second order reaction. What are the terms here? Now this is what A, as we know, A is the initial concentration. This is very important, you have to understand the terms here. K2 equal to 1 upon AT. A is what? A is the initial concentration. A is the initial concentration. Now what is the T? Time at time T. If you want to find the rate constant at any time, that will be the time for this rate constant. And this, what is the X now? Now see, this is the X. What is the X? X is the product concentration. X is the product concentration. And what is the A minus X? A minus X is the remaining concentration at that time. Okay. X is the product concentration at that time. And A minus X is the concentration of reacting remaining at that time. Means what? Whenever you find the rate constant, you require the 3 concentrations. One, you require the initial concentration. Second, you require the product concentration. And third, you require the concentration of reactant at time t. That is also you require, as well as the time you require. Okay. Now rate constant K2 equal to, this is the formula, or we can mathematical equation. Here we can find the rate constant for any second order reaction. 1 upon AT equal to into X upon A minus S. I hope you have to keep it to be remember. Okay. Now come to the characteristics of second order reaction. Now what we are going to study first units. Characteristics of characteristics of second order. Now what we are going to study in this? We are going to study first units, nature of graph, and the half-life period. First units of what? Second order rate constant of K2, nothing but the K2. Now first write the, whenever you are finding the units, you have to write the formula. From that formula we can take the units. What is the formula? 1 upon AT multiplied by X upon A upon X. Now simply, very simple, how we can determine the, what is, this is the one value upon, what is A? A is the concentration. For your understanding how we can calculate, A is what? Concentration. For just your right. What is time? Time is the time. Here we can say is the T is the time. Multiplied. What is X? X is the product concentration, but it is in the concentration, no? So can I write as the concentration of, what is A minus X? This is the reactive concentration remaining, but it is the concentration. This is also the concentration. Now see, concentration get cancelled. So what is remaining? Here only 1 upon concentration is remaining, time is remaining. Therefore, here we can write, so it can be write directly concentration. How we can express? Concentration can be expressed moles per liter. Okay. Now how the time can be expressed? Time can be expressed in terms of the second. So can be write as now moles upon liter. So now this is the denominator. This will become the numerator. Now this will be the liter. It is in the denominator. It forms moles per moles, and second it forms the per second. Okay. So therefore, finally rate constant of K2 equal to liter per mole per second. Okay. This we have to understand. Rate constant of K2 equal to liter per mole per second. How we determine? Very simple, with respect to this equation. Okay. Now second come nature of graph. Nature of graph. Nature of graph. Very simple. How it can explain? We have the equation. Which equation? As I told you, equation number 2, it is useful in the graphical representative. We have the equation number 2. Which equation we have? 1 upon A0, 1 upon A is equal to K2T plus 1 upon A0. This equation represents y equal to mx plus c. This equation represents y equal to mx plus c. What we have to do? 1 upon A on y axis y represent the y-axis, 1 upon a on y-axis if it is plotted, x time is on x-axis, and this is m is nothing but the slope is nothing but the k2, and c is nothing but the y-intercept. So can be represented as like this. See, very simple. This is the y equation, y-axis, this is x-axis. What is x? X is time. On x-axis time t is taken. And what is on y? 1 upon a, concentration of a is taken. That is the remaining concentration. That should be in the 1 upon a. If we plot the graph, then this is k2 in the positive side. You will get the 1 upon, here 1 upon a is also the y-intercept. You will get the graph like such a way. See. Now this is what? This is nothing but the y-intercept, 1 upon a0. 1 upon a0. And if you take slope of this graph, so slope is nothing but the, directly slope you will get the k2. Slope is nothing but the k2. So if you plot, if you take time on x-axis, 1 upon a and y-axis, you will get this straight line equation, but there is a y-intercept is there, not from the origin, there is a y-intercept. So this y-intercept is nothing but the 1 upon a0. This value is nothing but the 1 upon a0. If you take the slope equal to k2. If you get this slope value, that is nothing but the rate constant of second order reaction. Okay. Now what is third one? Third one is the half-life period. Very simple. Half-life. As we know, what is the half-life? The time required. Half-life period of second order, that is nothing but the always remember, half-life is denoted as t half. Half-life is denoted as the t half. But we are going to study half-life for second order reaction. Before going to find the half-life period of second order reaction, first we have to write the rate constant of second order reaction. Just we determine the formula 1 upon at x upon a minus x. This is the equation. How the reaction is there? First to understand the reaction, 2a to the product. This is the reaction we are taken. Now when initially t equal to 0, what is this concentration? That is the a. That is the initial concentration. What is the concentration of the product? How it is represented? Product x. X is nothing but the product. Always remember, a is the initial concentration of reactant. X is the product concentration. So here what is the x? X equal to 0. Okay. When t equal to 0, initially reactive molecules are A, and that time x equal to the 0, because there is no any reaction is there. Initially, no any reaction is the product is the 0. When t equal to t, what will happen? Concentration of reactive molecule is the A minus x. What is the x? Some of the reactive molecules are get converted into the product. So therefore, this here it is nothing but the x. Here x equal to the, what is the product? X. Getting my point. What is this? This much of products are converted into the reactants are converted into the product. This is the value of x is there. When t equal to t half. When t equal to t half. Now what will happen? What is the t half? The time required to complete half of its initial concentration. Means what we are taken, that will become the 50. Means initially if 100 is taken, the time required to become the 50. That is called as the t half. Here a equal to a by 2. You are getting my point. A equal to a by 2. What will happen? X. X becomes also the a by 2. Here it is 50, means here also the 50. So that is a equal to a by 2. X is also a by 2. Now we have to just put the values and you will get the t half values. Now how the K2, how the t half can be calculated? Now here I directly write the formula of t half, 1 upon a kt. X upon a minus. Now just substitute the values. 1 upon a is remains as it is. K2 remains as it is. What is x is nothing but the a by 2. What is a? Now see. Here x is nothing but the a by 2 value, and a minus x is, here a minus x is also nothing but the, a minus x is nothing but the also the a by 2. So here this is also the a by 2. So a by 2 get cancelled. So you will get t half 1 upon K2 A. So this is nothing but the t half is inversely proportional to the initial concentration. Now see, here a by 2 is cancelled, a by 2 cancelled. Here what is a minus x? A minus is nothing but the remaining concentration. How it is remaining? If t half is there, How it is remaining? 50 is remaining. What is the product concentration? 50 is remaining. Therefore, A minus X is A by 2. X is also the A by 2. Therefore, A by 2 will get cancelled. You will get 1 upon A K2. This is nothing but K2 into A. So, here directly can I say as T half of second order reaction is inversely proportional to the initial concentration. Because this is a constant value. Therefore, I removed it. This is a constant. So, finally, we can say that half-life period of second order reaction T half, here can I write as T half of second order is inversely proportional to the initial concentration of reactant. This is very important. What we written? T half of second order is equal to inversely proportional to the initial concentration. Okay, I hope you understand. So before I close, here I revise what are the points we have taken. I hope you understand all these things. Okay, now what we studied in this lecture now? The first of all, we found the rate constant. We find the rate constant, that is K2 is equal to 1 upon AT upon X upon A minus X. This is the formula we obtained now from the second order involving in the single reactant molecule. Keep it to be remember. That is which reaction is taken? Only the single reacting molecules involved in this second order reaction. For that, K2 equal to 1 upon AT X upon A minus X. Here this is the rate constant. K2 is nothing but the rate constant of second order reaction, which is dependent on initial concentration. If four values if you have, you have to, what is A? A is the initial concentration of reacting. T is the time taken at that time. X is the concentration of product. A minus X is the concentration of reacting remaining at that time. So that is nothing but the K2 equal to 1 upon AT X upon A minus X, that we are determined the equation. And second, what we are seeing? Second, units of K2 we are seeing. Units of K2. What is the units of K2? Is equal to liter per mole per second. This we are determined. And third one, nature of graphs we are studied. What is the nature of graph? Nature of graph we are already seen. This is on y-axis, this is x-axis. If like graph is there, 1 upon A on x-axis concentration, on x-axis, time t on 1 upon A on y-axis, time t taken on x-axis, and this is nothing but the y-intercept 1 upon A0. 1 upon A0, if you slope is equal to nothing but the K2. This we are seeing. And the last one, T half of second order reaction is inversely proportional to the initial concentration of second order, or this is nothing but we are seeing T half is equal to 1 upon K2 A. This is nothing but this one. Therefore, finally, T half of second order reaction is inversely proportional to the initial concentration of the second order reaction. Okay. Now, this is regarding the second order reaction of involving single reacting molecules. Only the single reacting molecule is involved for the second order reaction, as we discussed at the beginning. There are two possibilities. Single molecule is involved in the second order reaction, and two reacting molecules are involved in the second order. This is for the single reacting. In the next lecture, we are going to see second order rate constant for reacting molecules involving the two. Okay. I hope you understand. Thank you. Thank you very much.